Thank you for reaching out to our company. My name is Cameron. I am the president of Elite Home Services. We are a small family-owned business. If you guys are watching this video, you've probably seen some of our online ads, videos, and you're interested in getting your pavers sealed. And you're wondering kind of the process from stripping, sealing, all the ins and outs. So I'm going to walk you through a video that we recorded on a strip job and a seal. And I'm going to show you the befores, the afters, the durings, everything to expect when our company shows up to seal your pavers. So we're starting off in this video. You can see our guys right now. We're spraying out of our bucket sprayer. This job is a strip and seal, so I'm going to walk you through the process of having to strip your pavers. You can still see we're spraying our paver sealer remover. And we're going to spray this on there and let this sit for about 45 minutes. So after it's done sitting for that 45 minutes to an hour waiting period, you can see here we're going to surface clean that off. And this surface cleaner that we have is specifically made. It's actually custom made for brick paver stripping and sealing. And so we're going to strip all this old sealer off. You can see our guy in the video. You want to make sure, your house, we're going to make sure that your house stays rinsed down. And so that way none of this stripper gets on the paint and destroys your paint or anything like that. But you can just see how much all that white milky foam you see is the failed stripper. And you can see I'm kind of playing in it right here to show you guys a little bit more of what's going on. But yeah, so that's the failed sealer that we're taking off here. And then after we surface clean it, you can see here we're using this special turbo tip. And we're going to actually go brick by brick. And we're going to get it any of those stubborn, old spots of sealer that maybe the surface cleaner didn't pick up. This is a very high pressure nozzle tip, so it's going to take off anything. And we're also going to use this for the coping. The coping is very stubborn, and we try to keep as much of it out of your pool as possible. But you can see here in this next clip that I'm showing you our stripper and how easy it comes off once it's applied correctly. It just melts like butter. And you can see I'm pointing in the video, all this white chalkiness, that's the stripper working. And so here's a cool little clip that we got of us stripping this hot tub. You can see how easy this comes off with our products and the right equipment that we have. Now, yes, a lot of this is going to go into your pool. We do offer a post-pool service cleaning, but there's not much we can do in this case when we're stripping a pool deck. A lot of that's going to go into the pool. So we'll make arrangements for that, whether your pool crew's taking care of it or not. But you can just see how bad this sealer was on the last company applied. And typically the reason sealer fails is because here in Florida, we're in a subtropical climate, and you got to use the right urethane-based sealer. So now after we've stripped the pavers, you can see Grant here is spraying our degreaser and chemical neutralizer. And so what this is going to do is pull any rust stains and just really give the bricks a nice bath. This is going to help open up the pores. We're going to let this soak in there for another 30 minutes. Really let the pavers shine. You can see here we're spraying it on the driveway as well. And the good thing with degreaser is it's going to pull up. We're going to treat any rust stains, any oil stains in this process, in this part of the process. So if your driveway has stains or anything going on, we're going to treat all of the stains here. And it's very important because we want to get all those stains up because the sealer won't bond properly if we can't. So after we get done with the degreaser and getting rid of the rust stains and any imperfections, you can see here we're going to start sanding the patio. And we use a 2030 silica sand. It's a kiln-dried silica sand specifically made for paver joints. You don't want to use a polymeric sand or anything like that. This sand is specifically meant for sealing your pavers. And you can see here we're using a wet sand method, and that's just going to ensure that the sand is compacted from bottom to top in your paver joints. And so that way when we go to seal your pavers, we spray the water-based sealer, the urethane, it doesn't set your joints because, water weighs sand down. So with this being compacted, it's going to keep your sand at a perfect level when we spray. I wanted to include this in the video because this is not what your sand should look like. This is not correct. This next picture is how the joints should look when properly sanded. Now, I know it doesn't look like there's sand in there, but trust me, there is. And you can see in this clip, we're still wet sanding here. And yes, some sand will go into the drain. We don't tape it up anymore because we kept running into the issue of the sealer sticking to the tape and just destroying the drain. So we're going to clean the drain out once we're finished with our service. You can see here we're wet sanding the driveway. So here in this next clip, you can see when we start our sealing process, we're going to start with the coping. And you can see in here we've sprayed our sealer and we're going to just apply it in a perfect even coat with our sponges. This is for the best finish and it eliminates from getting a lot of sealer into your pool. So we love to do the coping by hand. It also is honestly the best finish in our opinion. It gives it a really beautiful all-in-one sleek finish. And the coping, a lot of people have saltwater pools here. So a big problem with the coping you'll see is white spots. We treat that with acid, but sometimes it doesn't always come up. So if you're left with those white spots, it's perfectly normal. A lot of people have those spots, and they're very hard to get out if they've been in there for a while. But you can see here our team and we're still finishing up the coping. And it's very important to apply the sealer correctly. A lot of companies use a pump sprayer, whereas you can see here, we're getting a nice even fan with our battery. It's a 12-volt battery-powered pump sprayer. And this just ensures that whenever we're applying these flood coats, your joints not only are getting enough sealer so that sand really hardens in there, but you're also getting a nice even coat. And that way it all looks in uniform. You don't have too much sealer here and too much sealer over there. And so you can see Grant, in this one, he has the pump sprayer and he's just wetting down the bottom of the wall. So that way we can go ahead and spray our sealer around it. And then you can see in this clip, we're actually just going to rinse the drain off. And so once we're done sealing, this is what it should look like after. One beautiful finish. The pool is not too dirty. And just look how beautiful this looks now. The pool was completely destroyed. The pool coping, around the hot tub just looks beautiful now. This is how your pavers should look once they're finished. Beautiful in color. Sand's at a perfect level. If you guys are looking for a company to take care of your pavers, we're a small, locally, family-owned business, and we strive for excellence. Please give us a call, 813-750-2393.